Hello YouTube, Asuma here with another episode of my Hermitcraft LP. So right now we're checking out Corellis' new base. He decided to move away from the spawn village and he's picked a really nice location out here in this jungle biome. And I had a look around. There's a lot of nice features to it. There's some extreme hills on this side and there's actually a river that runs through the jungle over on that side. But anyway, the reason I'm here is to leave him a little present. And I've brewed a load of different potions, and I was going to put that over here actually so he'd definitely see it. Yeah, I brewed all the different potion types and then I made them all splash, so I thought I'd leave that for him to play around with. And if we're going to put a gravel block on top of that, we're going to have to do that on the side. And yeah, potion pack, Suma. That doesn't sound right. From Sumo. Actually, I like to put a smiley face on these things. And there we go. Hopefully I'll see that and have fun playing around with those. So recently I've been doing a lot of caving and I've been getting tons and tons of loot, getting loads of resources together. And right now I'm on the mushroom biome and that's opposite the spawn village. And for those of you that didn't know, mobs don't spawn in a mushroom biome, and that's not that they don't spawn on mycelium. They don't spawn anywhere in a mushroom biome, and they can actually spawn on mycelium, but yeah, you'd have to move it outside of its natural habitat. Anyway, I wanted to show you something that I found a little bit strange, but it seems like whenever caves intersect the land in a mushroom biome, they make this weird pattern, and I've seen this quite a few times. There's another one just around here somewhere, and it's not, I guess it's not anything too interesting, but I just felt like sharing that because I've seen it quite a few times. It's really odd. And yeah, I haven't even started exploring these caves that lead up to the surface yet, but there is just a huge caving system underneath this mushroom biome. I must have crossed about, here you go, here it is again. I must have crossed about 7 or 8 ravines. Sometimes there was like 2 or 3 altogether. There you go, you can see more of that weird bug. And yeah, I've just been doing this for the last, I don't know, several hours that I've been on here. I've made 3 trips in total, this is my 3rd. I've got absolutely tons of loot and I've hardly encountered any mobs. And one thing that I can tell you is that if you have a cave spawner, sorry, a dungeon or a cave spider spawner in a mushroom biome, it will spawn mobs, and they're the only ones that I've actually encountered. Here we go, look, there's another one of those glitches. So if you have a mushroom biome like this nearby, it's well worth going caving in, because you don't have to deal with mobs and it just makes things ever so easy. So I'm back at the base and I'm ready to put my loot away. I've already got a lot already, so I thought I'd show you all of it. I've had to make a new chest, but there you go, absolutely tons of iron ore down the side here as well. And let's just put some of this back. We've got loads of gold now as well, almost 2 stacks and plenty there. Got tons of redstone. We've got loads of lapis now as well. And we've got some mossy cobblestone, I think that goes in this chest. So yeah, I've got some rails as well because I'm going to need a lot of them in the future when I build my nether hub. There we go. And yeah, I've been doing a ton of potion brewing. I've got a load of ingredients in here. I've put a few different potion types in each one. And yeah, this is why I gave Corellis that package. I've been doing loads of potions and I thought I'd show him them. I wasn't sure if he'd checked them out. And yeah, this is all the different types. You can fit them all in a chest like this. I haven't had enough, I think it's spider eyes, or yeah, I think it's spider eyes I'm missing. That's why I kept them on me, those 3, after I went caving. But now I'll be able to finish filling that up. But there you go, there's tons of potions and tons of my loot from going caving, and we should definitely put the diamonds in there. Almost 3 stacks, that's good. So this episode I want to take a break from building the community farms and do something a little bit different. We've got the tree farm and the nether wart to finish off, but once we've done those there's going to be even more. So I want to do something different, and I keep walking past the portal here and thinking that this area here needs sorting out and we need a proper building for the entrance to the nether portal. So I was thinking if we built a big circular building like a community hall, the nether portal could go in the middle of that. But we've also been working on the nether hub, so I thought we'd go have a quick look at that. We made quite a lot of progress, but I don't know, we just built things that have already been done, like the chains have now been finished on each side and the stairs in the middle. And then I think Hypno, maybe it was yesterday, came up and done all of these stone bricks, which must have taken him a lot of time, but he's done a good job on that. And we've got the Hermitcraft troll bridge over here as well. It's all made out of soul sand, and oh god, we've got these awful half slabs as well. In fact, I should really get around to watching his episodes so I know what he's been up to. And yeah, that's the nether hub, so I want to work on the other side of it. Everyone else is focusing on this at the moment. Before we can do any construction here, we need to move these animals out of the way. And yeah, storing them is really difficult. This seems to have worked quite well so far, having the fences like they are positioned at the moment. But anyway, I've built an experimental animal pen, I don't know, I think that's what you call it, over there, and I want to take the animals over there and put them in it and see if it contains them. So this could go horribly wrong, but hopefully not. So I've got the wheat, and here we go. It's the mushrooms are the main ones that we want to hold on to, although we do have that big mushroom island over there, so it's probably not a problem if any of these wander off. But there you go. A horde of SMP animals ready to glitch at any moment. Okay, they all seem to be staying together quite well. So this trap that I've designed, it uses water to push all the animals into the middle, and after building it I thought there's actually quite a few improvements I could make to it, so if it works well then yeah, I'll probably look at making another one. Anyway, we are almost there, and yeah, here's the pen. Let's hope all of them get in. And I've also got to find a way out for myself as well, which is something I didn't really think about yet. Okay, that one mushroom wants to stay over there. No, he's coming. There we go. Right, so now we want to shut the gate. There we go. Yes, so if I can find a way out of here, I could show you how it works. Oh no, don't you come up here. This is for me. Oh dear. There we go. Right, and now all I've got to do is remove that quickly. There we go. And you know what? It appears to work. So my thinking was they glitch out a lot when they're around blocks and fence posts, so we use the water to push them all into the middle. And I think this can be improved because we've got a row of water source blocks under the edge there going all the way around, and that's why we've got these pressure pads in each corner, so it breaks up the water source blocks, because if I were to remove that, it would, this is awful view, there we go, let's have a proper look. If I were to remove that, the source block there and the one under this block would meet, and then the whole thing would turn into source blocks, which we don't want because we want the water to keep flowing. And I was thinking that if we have a lot of animals in here, that some of them might get pushed into this corner and stand on the pressure plate and somehow find a way to glitch out. So what we could actually do is just hide the pressure plate under the dirt by expanding it back the whole way around by one block. So yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on this, and if they all stay in there then I'm going to work on this and maybe we can make a decent SMP mob pen, animal pen. I've been watching these guys for some time now, and not one of them has escaped, but as well as that, not one of them has even glitched around or got near the wall and jumped up and down or done any of that weird SMP stuff. And it makes me think there's a lot of potential in this, and I've had some ideas already, and I'm thinking that when we play an SMP we want to store animals and perhaps breed them or take them out of their pens or whatever you want to do with them. I think there's some potential in this, and one of the ideas I've had is that if we were to put a row of pistons or 2 rows of pistons going across this side here, when we activate them they'll be pushed up so they're the same height as the water, and then it's like a stairs leading out of the pen. So you could activate your pistons with a lever, open your fence gates and get some wheat, and take your animals out of the pen with ease, and you could also put them back in with ease as well. So I think there's a lot of potential in this, and I want to go find a location around here somewhere with some flat land and start building more of these pens, changing up the design a bit as well, and see what we can come up with. I'm really excited about this project. I've got a lot of ideas for these animal pens, not only aesthetically but also in terms of their functionality. So up here I think would be a good location. If it wasn't for this dip, it would be mostly flat. So I'm going to get some dirt and just cover in the top layer and build our animal pens on top of there. And this is behind Static's house, by the way, which Corellis built for him. So I'm going to extend the path up here so we can have it going in front of our animal pens, which will be over here, and then I'll connect it up to the path in front of Static's house as well. First thing I decided to do is extend the pathway up, and yeah, I thought I'd show you that quickly. I've also extended the path out of Static's and Corellis' houses, and I've used the theme they have just to come around the corner here. So now that that's done, I can start work on the animal pens. Here is the first animal pen, and I'm really not happy with this. I've rushed into building these pens without actually testing it further, and it's when I was building them that I started to think, you know, I could probably make this smaller, and some of the things that I needed to have tested were if we could have the ring of blocks around the outside, one block in, so it would be like this, and also if we even needed the fence posts on top of those. So yeah, I'm not happy with this because now that I've built it, it could probably be smaller. There's some other questions as well and things to try out. So what I think I'm going to do with this one is bring the animals from over there, or some of them, into this pen for now, and then use that one over there for testing. So I'm going to leave this like it is at the moment. It will work like this, I think. I don't think we'll need those fence posts because I never saw the animals really even get close to the walls when they were in the other pen. So I'll bring a few of them over here and we can do testing on the other one, and depending on what we find, probably means I'm going to have to rebuild a lot of this, but that's a good thing in a way that we're going to do it now and not later when it's completely finished. So about the aesthetics of this one as well, the wooden planks, I'm not actually too keen on them anymore now that they've been here for a while, so I might actually rip that out, but I am happy with the sandstone floor and the jack-o'-lanterns for lighting. And in the middle here we had wooden planks as well, and I changed half of it to sandstone and it looked a lot better. And the other thing, one of the other things I wanted to test was if we could have full blocks here in the middle. And what I'd need to test is that the water would push the animals up that extra half block on top of the full blocks that we have in the middle. And the advantage of that is that we could actually have grass in the middle, and then it would be like a SMP friendly wall regeneration cell as well. So I'm sure there's a few other things I've forgotten to mention as well, but that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to start testing, and depending on what I find, we can come back here and rebuild this. I've been testing this for a long time now, and as you can see the mobs are glitching around, but they're not actually able to escape. And what I've done is removed all of the fence posts and also extended the overhang by one block. And although they can glitch up and down, none of them have escaped, and I've even, as you can see, bred the animals. I've tried to overcrowd this cell, and I've been using wheat to lure them to one side to see what happens. And although they glitch up and down, and sometimes it will look like they're standing up here for a little bit longer than this. There you go, like that one. But you can see he's not actually glitching out. And I think the reason why this works is because the water's always pushing them back into the centre, and I don't really know how SMP works and why these glitchy things happen, but my theory is that because the water's always moving them backwards, it makes it that much more difficult for them to actually glitch out. So I'm going to build these ones like this over there now. I'm going to modify the design that we have, and I'm not going to overpopulate them because I don't like how it looks when they glitch out. But I guess if you wanted to build one of these yourself, and you didn't want them glitching out, then you'd remove the overhang by one block. But otherwise it looks like they're going to stay in the pen. I've just done another test. I replaced all of those half slabs in the middle with full blocks, and the mobs were able to escape. In fact, they escaped quite quickly, so I had to push them back in, and that's why I've removed most of the blocks now. But we need to do one more test for that, which is to remove the one block overhang that we've added, and put those blocks back in the middle and see if they can escape with a 2-block gap. And I don't think they will be able to, because there's a 2-block gap on these blocks at the moment, but it's not really enough to call it a test, so I'll do that again. But if that's the case and it works, then I think we can use those types for sheep, and then that way we can put grass in the middle and they can regrow their wool. So if you have 4 blocks in the middle and a 2 block gap around the edge, then it works just fine, and if you put half slabs in the middle, then you can have a 1 block gap around the edge. And another thought came to mind was that you could also use pressure pads in the middle, although I guess that doesn't really make any difference, it's just an alternative to having half slabs. And there you go, there's no need for fence posts, so I'm going to go over and continue work on our main animal pens. Here is the new animal pen. I've moved everything in by 1 block, and we're using dark wood now, which I think looks a lot nicer next to the grass. And we've still got the old water system, so the water source blocks are here and they could really be 1 block over, and there's no real advantage from having them over here apart from an aesthetical one. And if we take a look, you can see sandstone going all the way back. In fact, you can just see a little bit of the dirt there, and that has quite a nice look to it. Whereas if we go around this side, I've put some dirt blocks in 1 block forward there, and you can see it makes a big difference. So it does make the pen look a lot better. And it also, I think what I'm going to do is share the water source blocks on this side with the next pen on the other side, so there'll be 3 blocks of grass between the wooden planks on either side for the 2 pens. And I've also added the redstone, so we can activate that and walk down here and deal with our animals and then walk back out again. And I feel like it's a little bit bare at the moment, the redstone included. The look of it is very flat, and I guess that could look good when we've built a few of them next to each other, but I kind of feel like maybe it needs a structure or something to go with it. And also the redstone just seems a little too simple, and I'd like to think of a way to make this better for the player when they're using it. One thing that comes to mind, if the lever was here, then we could close this once we're inside, because at the moment if you want to go deal with the animals, then they're going to probably try and escape while you're in there sorting them out, so that's something I need to improve as well. The second animal pen has been built now. It's exactly the same as this one over here. I also put the lever on this side so these two are closer to each other, but this is something I don't like. It doesn't feel right just having a lever on the ground, so I might want to make some sort of entrance building and find a decent place to put the lever, maybe make it closer to the animal pen so you can control it from when you're in there. And the other thing about this, I don't really like it when it's closer, the ledge being closer to the centre, because the mobs still do move into the blocks and glitch up and down. Although they can't escape, it doesn't look as good. So I'll probably ask other people on the server what they think, and we can always just move the ledge back 1 block and that'll be fine, because all the water is still in place from when it was like that. And anyway, you can also breed the mushrooms, although I've already bred them, so this might not work. Yeah, there you go. But you just hold the wheat and they all come to the edge, and it makes it easy to breed them. Thought that one escaped for a second. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, so now I want to get pigs in this one here, and we haven't captured any pigs yet, but when I was looking for a location to build this, I saw some over in the distance, so I'm going to have to go over there, although this might be really dangerous, because when I lured all of these mushrooms over here, I just lured them down the path, and that made things really easy, because I could just walk backwards, keep my eye on them, and I was walking on the path, so I knew where I was going. But the terrain over here is quite dangerous. There's lots of creeper holes, open caves, there's a ravine. Yeah, so it might be a bit of a mission to get pigs all the way back over here. So hopefully it will go well. There we go, I've got some piggies. That didn't take me too long. I found a big pack of them in a field not far from here, which was a bit of good fortune. And there we go, we can breed them. So there we go, and if we get another one built down the side here, I guess we could fill it with cows, although to me they're kind of the same as mushrooms, because you can just shear these and then they turn into cows. I've just popped to the slime farm to kill them and get some more slimes, and I remembered something that someone said on my last video in the comment section, which was that if you're having trouble killing slimes with your sword on SMP, that you should use a bow instead. And this is supposed to be a lot more effective, and the logic behind it seemed right. Let's try it, because they said you could. There you go, you see that one got shot. Now I think there's one behind me as well. There we go, that one died as well. So they glitch out a lot and you can't see them and hit them with a sword, but if you fire an arrow with a bow, then it goes through where the where the mob should be and where you can't actually see it, so it kills it. And I want to do that once more so I can think, yeah, we got that one. So this one here isn't glitching at all, which, oh wow, look at that, which kind of makes it easy. Anyway, let's go around to the other room and find a big one and try that again. Here we go. So when I kill this guy, they should glitch into, or not glitch, they should split up into the smaller ones, and those are the ones, there you go. See that one glitched up into the ceiling there, and now I'm getting pushed from one behind me. And yeah, look, if I just use the bow, it just kills them without any glitchiness like you get with the sword. And then you can hit them as well, so you don't have to swap weapon, because you don't do damage to the bow when you use it like this. So there we go, there's another glitchy one. Yeah, so that's a good tip. That's all I'm going to be doing this episode. At the moment I want to get some feedback from the Hermitcraft guys about these animal pens before I start building anything around them. And I just saw an Enderman teleport in here and then teleport away, and it reminded me that they can pick up grass, so I'm probably going to have to change all these materials around the pens as well. And I've been on a lot of servers and I've never seen some really good animal pens before on them, so I'd appreciate any feedback you have if you want to leave that in the comments, and I might make a tutorial on this. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.